Hello, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to this handholding session with ICICI Direct. We'll wait for a couple of minutes before we start with our session. So, yeah, we have 65 odd people. So, who all are attending this session and who had not attended a previous session? Can you just let me know in the chat box? Okay. Hi. So I think we have a pretty good audience right now. So we'll start. So before we start, as usual, we'll be doing the recap of what we have done in our previous sessions. This is what we have done in our previous session. So, hand-holding session is basically an idea and is an idea that we have come up at ICICI Direct, where we want you guys to know everything about ICICI Direct, the products, the features, and what all product offering we have in our on our website and on our app. So, in the first session, we started with the basic of how to open an ICICI Direct account and how to start with your verification process, how to set your password, how to navigate on the homepage, how to allocate fund, and how to find the research ideas on the website and the app. Next is session two. We spoke about watch list. We spoke about charts and advanced charts and its features. That's where Mudit had told that we will definitely come up with a session where we'll be teaching charts, technical charts to you. That is the session today. So that's one thing that we have. In the third session, we have basic of options, option chain, and open interest. We thought saw about how to place order on ICICI Direct in option trade in options, and also see the offering that we have, that is the flash trade and easy options. Session four, we had a session on mutual funds, where we spoke about basic of mutual fund, analyzing mutual fund, different mutual fund schemes, placing an order for mutual fund, and also our research idea, that is one click baskets, where we have created a curated basket for everybody, what for everyone, based on their risk appetite and the area where they want to invest. Session five was talking about Multipie. There is a community called as Multipie. So this is a social community where investors can go and discuss about stocks, and also can see the celebrity portfolio of the coveted investors like Mr. Rakesh Junjunwala and all. You can see in which stocks they have, like what is their total portfolio, and you can also link your own portfolio and compete with these celebrities, and also discussion forums that we have spoken about. Session 6, Session 7, Session 8 was a combination of options where we started with backtesting. ICICI Direct has a backtesting. It offers backtesting where you can backtest your own strategy on the ICICI Direct platform. We have our own custom-made strategy as well. You guys can have a look at that and also backtest it, or also create your own custom strategy and backtest that. Session 7 was on options selling, where we spoke about short strangle, iron fly, and short straddle. How can you deploy short strangle, iron fly, short straddle? How can you trade them for intraday, and how can you trade them positionally? This we did in the budget week, where we spoke about 21,700 straddle with Nitish. So this is what we discussed. And in session 8, we spoke about another strategy, that is bull call spread, bull put, bear put spread, and also iron condor. All right. So people asking about previous sessions recording. Okay, that is available. You can come in the live section of ICICI Direct's page, and you can look at the sessions. It is given in numbers, so आप देख सकते हो नंबर 1 से लेके नंबर 11, आज 11th सेशन है. ऑल्सो पीपल आस्किंग इन हिंदी, तो मैं कोशिश करूंगा मैं हिंदी और इंग्लिश दोनों को कॉम्बिनेशन साथ में रखूं. सो दिस इज सो लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड व्हाट वी हैव. तो ये जो सेशन है आज का, दिस इज नथिंग बट अ कंटिन्यूएशन ऑफ अ प्रीवियस सेशन. सो लास्ट सेशन जो है 10th सेशन, हमने स्टार्ट किया था टाइप्स ऑफ चार्ट से. आई एम जस्ट गिविंग अ रिकैप ऑफ दैट सेशन सो दैट आप लोग उससे सिंक में आ जाए. So what we had discussed is type of charts, introduction to candlestick, one candlestick pattern and two candlestick pattern. So I'll just give a quick recap in next 10 minutes. So क्या होगा, people who are attending this session for the first time can come and sync as well with us. So we started with types of charts. So the different types of charts that we have is the line chart. Line chart is nothing but the simplest form of chart. ये करता है कि it does is it just connects the current day, previous day's closing and today's closing, and you plot a line graph in that. So suppose Nifty कल 22,000 पे close हुआ है, that is 22,000, and Nifty closes at 22,150 today. So the point would be joining 22,100 and 22,115. वो पॉइंट्स को ज्वाइन करके जो लाइन बनती है वहां से आपकी line chart create हो सकता है. That's how you create a line chart, by connecting the points of the previous day's closing. Then we had OHLC chart. This is nothing but open, high, low, close. The line gives you an idea. This gives you an idea about the open price of that day. मतलब that is the 9 price at 9:15. The close price, that is the price at 3:30. High price and low price, matlab any high price and low price which was witnessed in the day, अदर देन हाई ओपन एंड क्लोज. तो अगर ग्रीन कैंडल है तो हाई प्राइस होगी जो क्लोज है उसके ऊपर. अगर रेड कैंडल है तो हाई प्राइस होगी जहां पे क्लोज उसका हाई प्राइस से नीचे होगा. Then we did candlestick chart. This is what we focus on, because candlestick patterns are the most widely used patterns in technical analysis, and a clear focus was on candlestick chart. So yeah, I'll come on this later. I'll come on this when the session moves on. And the fourth part was Heikin-Ashi chart. Let's move ahead now. These were the four chart patterns that we had cleared. That we had covered. Next is introduction to candlestick. As I had said, candlestick is nothing but the most widely used pattern by technical analysts across the world. So our focus would be on candlestick pattern. So we started with candlestick pattern. Ignore my drawing has got saved here, which I was trying to explain that day. So this is a candlestick pattern. So just for the viewers who have joined for the first time, candlestick is nothing but which gives you an idea ki where what happens when the stock opens. So for a green candle, open price will be same. तो दिस इज 9:15 का प्राइस, जो 9:15 को मार्केट ओपन होता है वो प्राइस है. एंड अगर 3:30 को एंड अगर 3:30 को माय क्लोज प्राइस विच इज हियर इज ग्रेटर देन माय ओपनिंग प्राइस, दैट इज माय बॉडी. तो ये जो पार्ट है बॉडी जो आपको दिख रहा है, तो ग्रीन कैंडल में ये होगा कि सपोज यू ओपन एट 100 रुपीज एंड यू क्लोज एट 105 रुपीज. सो दैट 100 to 5 का जो डिस्टेंस होगा वो बॉडी हो जाएगा. एंड सपोज ड्यूरिंग द डे यू ओपन एट 100, यू वेंट डाउन टू 90 एंड यू वेंट डाउन टू 90. तो ये 100 और जो ये शैडो है वो 100 to 90 का डाउनसाइड मूव कवर करता है. यू क्लोज्ड एट 105, बट इंट्राडे में आप 110 गए थे, तो ये जो अपर शैडो है ये उस दिन का हाई प्राइस बताता है. So this is nothing but the deduction of candlestick. Open price and close price, always remember, will be same. That is open price which was at 9:15, close price which was at 3:30. Similarly, for a red candle, your open price is again 9:15. ये reverse हो जाएगा. It will be exactly opposite. And close price would be price at 3:30. So suppose my stock opens at 100 and closes at 90. So that will be a red candle. That is why the close price in a red candle is lower than your open price than your open price. Sorry. Okay, this is what these two candles. Nalini ma'am, you can see the recorded sessions in the live section of ICICI Direct's handle. So you can come to ICICI's YouTube channel and you can come in the live section, and that's where you can find these recordings. So this is what the candlestick is. So I'll just again explain. Suppose 9:15 my price is 100. Okay, so this is 100 and 330. I'm sorry, this is 330. 330 my price is 90. So this is a 10 point loss that I have taken. So that is why red candle. And during the day, when I opened at 100, I went to 105. That there is a possibility that you can move above your open price. But eventually I went down. So this 100 to 105 is indicated by this shadow. And suppose I closed at 90, but I went down to 80 as well. I went to 80 as well. So this lower wick will indicate the intraday low that was made before the market closed. Okay, so this was candle. This was how a candlestick is how a candlestick is formed. A red candlestick. I'll just again summarize. Red candlestick's open price will be lower than close price. For a green candlestick, sorry, open price will be less than your close price, and for a red candlestick, your open price will be more than your close price. So I'm moving ahead from here. I'm moving थोड़ा fast because ये हमने already cover किया है, इसलिए I'm not focusing more here. So this is the different parts of candlestick. Body is nothing but a rectangular part which gives us the distance or the price movement between open and close. And shadows or wicks, so both are similar. They are nothing but the intraday high and low that is made during the day. Open price, close price is nothing but open price is always constant. That is the price at 9:15. Close price is same, the price at 3:30 p.m. Then we moved on to other part, which was one candlestick pattern. In one candlestick pattern, we only could cover doji pattern. This we had three types of doji. The three types of doji are standard doji, where your rectangular body is very very small. मतलब आपका open price और close price almost equal होना चाहिए. Suppose you opened at 100, your close would also be 100. That is the ideal situation for a doji. But that doesn't happen in the market. So your open price and close price should be as close to each other. Okay. So this is a standard doji where your upper wick and lower wick would look almost identical. If you see, I'll just erase my drawing for a bit. So if you see in a standard doji, your upper wick and your lower wick both would be of the same size. Then we saw something called as a dragonfly doji, where we would have a long lower shadow and a small upper shadow. This is sort of a this is a bullish indication. And then we saw gravestone doji, where we would have a long upper wick, that is upper shadow, and a small lower shadow. So these were the three patterns we had covered and also saw it in the live market. I'm not getting into details here. You guys can refer to the previous session, that is handholding session number 10, because now I have to cover the next pattern in single candlestick. That would be the hammer pattern. But before we move there, we saw some examples of doji. This is a doji and a confirmation by a green candle where we could see a uptrend resuming in the market. Once you see that previous recording, you would get an idea. Then there is a gravestone doji here. We got a confirmation of a red candle here, and from there we saw a downside move. So doji is nothing but a indecision candle, and we have to wait for confirmation in the next candle. If you get a proper confirmation based on the doji's formation, you guys people tend to take trade based on that. So this is what we had covered. So let's begin the session. Today's session we'll be starting with hammer. So our next pattern is hammer. Why? Okay, I'll just take some doubts. Yogesh Pant sir is asking why a candle is having different structure in different times. Sir, because of the nature of the market is dynamic, so we will never have a textbook pattern. We will always have different patterns based on the closing price during that minute. So that is why we always have different candles, different structure forming at different time. Okay, so guys, ready for hammer? Just put a yes in the comment section, then I'll start. Okay, let's start. So we have covered shadow. So shadow is nothing but the intraday low or high made apart from the open and close price. So this is a hammer. So I'll consider this hammer first. I'll focus here. Okay. So if you see this shadow, this is almost 2x. This is almost 2x the size of your body, right? Right. So this is nothing but a hammer is a pattern where we have a long upper. This is a hammer. I'm not talking about inverted hammer or something. This is purely a classic hammer. A hammer is a pattern where we will have a open price, close price, and a higher lower wick. And the size of that lower wick is almost twice that of the body of the candlestick. In some cases, we can have a lower upper shadow, but we can't have something like this. So if something like this happens, that thing doesn't qualify as a hammer. In case of a upper wick, we should have a small upper wick, which can be something like this. This is okay. But if this upper wick becomes big, then that would not qualify as a that will not qualify as a hammer. That would be something else that people call it spinning top or spinning bottom candle. Usually it becomes doji because doji is very small body and higher upper shadow and lower shadow, which are almost identical. So hammer is something which will have a body and should ideally not have a higher wick, but will have a higher lower shadow. Is this clear? Does this indicate if somebody has seen a sledgehammer, it is almost identical to a sledgehammer where you have a longer base and the hammer where you like bang the nail or something wherever you're using it. Is this formation or the look of an hammer clear? I'm waiting for your yes. Okay. Oh, yeah. So what does a hammer suggest? Hammer usually suggests a reversal in pattern. So so when I'm talking about a hammer, this is reversal in pattern, and I'm talking about a bullish reversal in pattern. Okay, a hammer always is formed whenever there is a significant downtrend. So what happens? Suppose this line is my trend of a stock. This is your trend. Okay, the stock has been falling for a long time. It is going down, 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 and then we have a formation of a hammer, something like this. Okay, something like this. And the next candle which is formed, it gives you a sign that there is a bullish reversal here. So ideally, the close should be above the high or the close of previous day's candle. And once that has happened, when that is done, the price almost tries to move up. And people usually take a trade after this confirmation, that is the second candle, keeping the low of the previous candle as the stop loss. So what happens in what is a hammer suggesting is like there was a significant downtrend. Stock बहुत time से गिर रहा था. There was a formation of a hammer. Post that, the next candlestick gave a confirmation that the reversal is possible in the market, and after that the uptrend resumes. So can you imagine how do we spot a hammer in the market? There should be a steep downtrend. A hammer, it can be green or red, both doesn't matter. And from there is a confirmation candle, and we resume an uptrend. Is this clear? What is the significance of hammer? Hammer is a reversal is a pattern which gives you a bullish reversal signal. It occurs only when you should consider a hammer only when there is a steep downtrend in the market. The next candlestick should be a confirmation candlestick, and hammer is only qualified when the wick is twice the size of your body. Is this clear? Are we clear till here? How does the hammer look like? When should you always look to spot a hammer? Okay. We'll see one example after this. We'll see an example of a hammer which is formed in a candle in a chart. And then what we'll do is we'll log into our ICICI Direct account. From there, we'll go to the trading view chart, and then we'll try to spot the hammer in the live market which is going on right now. Is this clear? That's our next task. Okay. एजाज सर, मैं हिंदी इंग्लिश दोनों मिक्स करने की कोशिश करूंगा. तो फिलहाल के लिए हम लोग हैमर देख रहे हैं. हम एक चार्ट पैटर्न देखेंगे जहां पे हैमर फॉर्म हुआ है. वो हैमर से आगे कैसे बढ़ना है वो अभी देखते हैं. ठीक है. ओके. देर इज समथिंग. ये जो हैंग एक ये भी पार्ट है. ये हम लोग थोड़े टाइम में कवर करते हैं. वील कवर दिस इन अ वाइल, बट जस्ट राइट नाउ जस्ट फोकस ऑन हैमर. प्लीज डू नॉट फोकस ऑन दी It does, CB, it does happen. It does happen. It does appear in the uptrend, but that it is not called a hammer. It is called a hanging man. We'll see that example, but let's focus on hammer, and then we'll move on to something where what happens when we see a hammer formed in the uptrend. Okay, our focus right now is to spot a hammer in the downtrend. So please focus on the left hand side, or right hand side के chart को छोड़ दीजिए. This is LTI Mindtree chart, and this was in year 2021, 2021, year 2021, in the month of May. May 17th और May 18th का chart है ये of LTI Mindtree. So if you see LTI, so from somewhere here was trading near, you can say 4400, 4500. There was a significant downtrend, and see there was an hammer formation here. Can I call this as a hammer? There was a confirmation, a doji, but there was a green candle here. So what usually happens is whenever there is a downtrend and a hammer is formed, people take this low as their stop loss and move and take their trade. And if you see post that hammer formation, we did not find LTI Mindtree breaking that low for a long time, and there was a resumption in uptrend. So the way the what is our concept I was teaching is, hammer is a bullish reversal pattern. It occurs at a steep downtrend. So in LTM90 in this chart, if you notice, there was a steep downtrend from 43, almost 44, 4500 towards 3550. That is almost 1000 points. And there was a hammer which was formed. Next candle was a confirmation candle, and the low of that hammer was not broken. And if you see, the uptrend was resumed. Is this part clear? What is how what is a hammer, and why where in a downtrend, why it is significant? Because there is a steep downtrend, a hammer is formed, there is a chances that the stock may reverse. Also, people, Anil Chauhan, a good question. You're asking what is the time frame to consider for this session. We are focusing only on daily time frame. As and when we move ahead with our sessions, we will maneuver with different time frames like 15 minutes, 1 hour, 1 day, 1 week, 1 month. But for now, let us keep it simple. Let us on always focus on 1 day time frame, and whatever examples we see right now, we'll see in 1 day time frame only. Okay, so the hammer that we are seeing right now is in a downtrend. But as somebody asked me, CB asked me, ki what will happen if a hammer is formed in a uptrend? So a hammer can be formed in a uptrend as well, and that candlestick is not known as a hammer; it is known as an hanging man. It is known as a hanging man. So if you see here, can I say this qualifies as a hanging man because my body size is 1x, my wick is almost 2x the size. So the condition remains same. Your wick size should be twice the size of your body. And in hammer, our low was our stop loss, right? And once the high was taken out, we used to say that reversal is in place and we'll move up. In the hanging man, it will be exactly opposite. We will say that once the low of that hanging man is broken, there can be a possible downtrend which may resume in the market. Okay, so this is the difference between a hanging man and a hammer. We will see both the candlestick pattern right now in the live market. We'll try to spot it in Nifty or Bank Nifty. I'll keep index as our base, but just remember one thing: if a hammer is made in a downtrend, if such a candlestick is made in a downtrend, it is known as a hammer. But the same candlestick, if made in an uptrend, it is known as a hanging man, which is a bearish signal. Is this clear, guys? When is this candlestick a bullish signal, and when is this candlestick a bearish signal? I hope that part is completely clear. In bullish sign, we call it a hammer, and in bearish sign, we call it as a hanging man. Is this clear? Perfect. So I'll just stop sharing my screen. I'll move on to the chart. I'll have to log into my ICICI Direct account. So give me a moment. Okay. So I'm just logging into my account. Just give me a moment. So I've entered my OTP. So this is your login page. Once you enter, so you just have to go to the watch list. Just click on the watch list. You will have the chart on the right hand side, and whatever chart you want to see, you can see it on the left hand side as well. And to enlarge it, because this is a very small screen, just keep your focus here on this pop out window. All we have to do is click on that, and we will have a different window opening. So I'm just clicking on it right now. So I've clicked on this pop out chart, and once that was done, we can just have a look at this. So we are on the live market of Nifty. Also, guys, just to clarify this, whatever we are teaching here right now is just educational purposes. This is not a tip trade or any sort of trade recommendation from me. This is just a session where I'm just trying to find out those patterns, what we have discussed, and yeah. So viewers, I have spotted a hammer because hammer always will be always spotted in a downtrend, right? So this is the first downtrend that we have seen, a significant downtrend, yes or no? Can we say this is a significant downtrend that we saw? So this was December to last year March. Is everybody with me? This in this downtrend? Hiren sir, I'll come to your confirmation doubt. Just give me a moment. It'll just get cleared right away. So this is a steep downtrend that we have witnessed. Yes or no? Right. And if you just I'll just try to max like hopefully I just try to can I say this will confirm my hammer formation? I'll just try to draw it properly. Just give me a moment. Can I say there was a steep downtrend? And if you notice here, can I say this candle, the wick size is twice the body size, and which has no upper wick as well. Can I say this will qualify as a hammer? Yes or no? Because there was a significant downtrend here. Right? I had said that to confirm whether it is a hammer or not, whether there will be a resumption in uptrend or not, the low of that hammer should not be broken. In this case, can we say that the low of that hammer was not broken? If I just draw a line, try to draw a line, can I say there was no the low was not broken for this hammer? CB body is longer, nahi. The body has to the wick has to be twice the size of the body. It doesn't matter, right? The body can be of any size. If your wick is twice the body, that doesn't matter. So concept पे ध्यान देना. Your wick has to be twice the size of your body. Okay. So the low was not taken, and the next candle gave me a close above the previous candle's high. That is the open price only. Can I say? Can I say? The confirmation was given that there is a reversal in place, and since it was confirmed by a green candle, basically it can be a red candle as well. We just have to see whether next candle closes above previous day's high or not. It has closed above previous day's high. We have got a confirmation that a reversal is in place, and people do take this the low of that hammer as the stop loss, and from there, if you notice, that is if you I'll just erase the drawing. If you notice, it never went back, and there was a strong uptrend which resumed in the market, which is anyways being witnessed right away, right? Guys, is was this example clear that there was a significant downtrend? There was a hammer formation that we was looking for. We saw that candle, and once that low was not broken, we have that we confirmed that it is a hammer, and from there we saw we saw the movement moving up. Okay, clear, guys? Okay, I'll go slow. Viewers, if I'm going fast, please nudge me. I'll slow down on my speed for sure. But for now, is my hammer's confirmation, like, explanation clear? Perfect. We'll try to see if we can spot one more hammer or not. So always first condition would be there should be a steep downtrend. So this was one downtrend where we could spot. We'll see if we can spot a hammer in this downtrend. I don't see any hammer here. Neither do I see here. This people will call it a hammer, but this is sort of a doji because both upper shadow and lower shadow are of the same size. So this won't qualify as a hammer. So let me move ahead. Okay. Okay, from here to we don't have. We'll see one more index. I can't find it right now because I have to move ahead. So that is why I'm moving fast. I'll see if we can find a hammer in Bank Nifty or not. Okay. So this is Bank Nifty's chart. So let's try to find downtrend. This is a downtrend, but there's no hammer in this first downtrend that we have seen. No. But can I say, guys, this was a steep downtrend here, like this one, the recent HDFC result today, because we were almost near 49,000 and we were near 44,000 something. Can I say this was almost a 5,000 point downtrend in Bank Nifty? Yes or no? Though it was very steep because things happened very quick in one day. We had a 2,000 point sort of a cut there. Just focus on this candle. Just focus on this candle. Can you say there is a hammer formation here? Because there was an exception for an upper wick that we should have a very small upper wick compared to our lower wick. Can I say this candle of Bank Nifty qualify as a hammer? People with me? Yes or no? Yes, yes, no, no. Yeah, any answers? I'm waiting for your answers. Is a delay or something from my end? Hello, guys. Am I audible? Okay, perfect. I got it. Yeah. So can we say this is there is a upper wick which is more than 2x here, which is a good condition, a very minuscule upper wick and a body. So can I say this qualifies as a hammer here? It's hammer with long shadow. Yeah, that's right. It's shadow is more than 2x. The condition for hammer is minimum 2x होना चाहिए. It can be more than 2x. So in this case, we have more than 2x ka body. Upper shadow is very minuscule. We have a and the condition is कि next candle should be a green candle or a confirmation candle should be a candle which closes above previous day's high or close. We have already seen that, right? So this becomes the interim stop loss for many people. And see what happens from there. We are moving up. Yeah, we have a downtrend, but yet we have not broken that hammer's low. So in that case, also people would have definitely made money or ridden on their position. And see, right now, Bank Nifty has almost what 2000 approximately 2,300 points up from the low where the hammer was made. So this is the significance of hammer. Whenever there is a there is a big downtrend, try to spot a hammer. If that hammer is spotted, if you have seen that hammer, don't rush into it. Wait for a confirmation candle. Once there is a confirmation candle, take that low of that hammer as your stop loss, and then you can just ride the uptrend. So this is the beauty of this single candlestick known as hammer. So are we clear with hammer? Then I move on. Then I'll move on to hanging man. Everybody with me? Perfect. So let's move on. We will try to. So we saw a hammer in a downtrend. So we'll find a what do you call a hanging man in an uptrend. So always remember the trend. A downtrend, you spot a hammer in a downtrend. You spot a hanging man in a uptrend. You don't spot, but keep your eyes open. And this is the daily time frame. So let me just see if I can find a hanging man here. So see, there was a hanging man. If we see this uptrend. If you see this uptrend, there was a hanging man here because it qualify. Sorry, um, this qualifies as our hammer. Like the condition for the candlestick, body should be more than two or twice x, like 2x or more than the shadow should be 2x or more than the size of the body with a lower upper wick. But next candle was not a confirmation candle because though it was in red, the high of your previous candle was already taken out. So this did not qualify. So the condition for the candlestick was met, but the confirmation did not come in. So see, there was no downtrend as such because there was no confirmation. There was again a resumption in uptrend. So we need a proper confirmation before initiating something. So let's try to find if we can see a hanging man. If not, then we'll move on to Nifty or somewhere. This is not a hanging man. Hmm. This also isn't. This is okay. I'll see Nifty first. Bank Nifty में नहीं दिख रहा है. What is happening? Here you are. Okay. Let's see if we can spot a hammer here. We'll see a uptrend first. We'll try to find an uptrend. Uptrend. I was broken here, so this doesn't qualify. I was broken. This doesn't. Okay, I'm not able to find a hanging man right now. But if anybody could find if anybody can see a hanging man, please put it in the chat because I am not able to figure out a hanging man here. So we'll just one last scan we'll do. No, as far as I'm concerned, I'm not able to see a hanging man. Okay, this can be this is one, but the high was broken, so I will not take that because there were. Yes, here it is. I think this is a diagram I had. Like this is my diagram. I think this is a chart I have taken, I guess, to explain. So this was in January 2021, viewers. January 2021. Can I say this is the uptrend? So this uptrend is what from 13,000 to all the way to the 14,500. Almost a 15%, 1,500 point move. Can I say this will be a hammer? Because body many people would say this as a body, this as a hammer. Even this is a hammer, but this is a hangman, but there is a green candle here. So it is not confirming a bearish signal for me. But if we focus here, if we focus here, the wick is twice of the size of the body. The upper wick is very minuscule. The next candle could not break the high of the previous candle. So there is a chance, and could not break the high or open of that previous candle. And from there, okay, this was taken out. So no, this does not qualify. Sorry, this does not qualify because the condition later was taken out. So I'll not take this as a hammer. Uh, okay, I'm not able to find one where we have a confirmation, because even this qualifies as a hanging man, a hammer, but we'll do one thing now. I'll what we can do is, you guys take this as a homework. Next time if you're coming, because we'll have one more session, we'll have many session on charts. So you guys take this as a homework, and get a hammer hanging man in the chart and put it in the chat box next time. Would that do? Would that do? Like, so we'll move on to the next pattern because we have to cover a lot. So So I'm moving on. I'm coming back to my PPT. So let me come back to my PPT with some other okay, yeah, I'm resuming. So your homework is to find a hanging man and let me know. So I'm moving ahead because we have 20 minutes, because today's session is also for 1 hour. But from next class, we'll have a 2 hour session, because in 1 hour we won't be able to cover a lot of portion. So we have decided to do a longer session, but that will happen from next week. So next week, the handholding session on charts would be from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. rather than 12 to 1. Okay. So is hammer clear, guys? The hammer is nothing but one candlestick pattern. You spot a hammer in a downtrend, that is a bullish hammer. A bearish hammer is also called as a hanging man. You spot that in a uptrend. So the condition is, the low of the hammer in a downtrend should not be broken, and there should be a confirmation candle which closes above the high of the previous candle. And from there, let's see whether the up move resumes. That up move can also go down, but your stop loss would be the low of the hammer. In hanging man, the high should not the next candles close should not be above the high of the previous candle. And once the low is broken, the high of the hammer or the hanging man is the stop loss, and you can write the short position. Clear? I'm moving ahead to our next pattern. That is nothing but an inverted hammer. Inverted hammer. So the condition remains same. The wick, or the wick should be twice the size, twice or more than twice the size of the body, but it would be ulta. Matlab, the hammer's body was up and the wick was lower, but here you will have a higher upper wick. Same thing, lower wick chalega. I'm sorry, lower wick chalega, but it should not be more than this much, because or else if it's itna, to it will look like sort of a doji, so we'll not get into that. So it will look like a gravestone doji. So is inverted hammer clear? Because the condition remains same, everything remains same, but what changes is, like, the lower wick, it is turned into the upper wick. Okay, is this clear? Okay, so I'm coming to Nifty's pattern. That is okay. Our inverted hammer is also known as a shooting star. So another name. So since it is an inverted hammer, it is a bearish signal. It is a bearish sign, because you have sellers pushing your price down. Then you have something like this. So can I say it will always be made, like, it will always get formed in a uptrend. So your shooting star, you should always look for your shooting star inverted hammer in an uptrend. Okay. So if you see, this is Nifty 50. This I can't find which year it is, but Nifty is trading there 10,000 something, so probably 2020, 2021, between there. So there was a uptrend. We had a shooting star which had a larger upper wick, a body, and smaller lower wick. And once that low was broken, just have a look. There was a free fall again towards 10,400. So it was almost yes, yes. Okay, this there is one here, because if you see body Adani Enterprises, this is year I don't know which year it is, but you can just try to look at it in your what you call um, uh, trading view on the daily time frame. So the upper wick is almost twice the size of your body. And next candle, if you see, it was there was a the next candle just broke the low or the open of previous candle, and since then people would have kept this as their stop loss and see the downtrend. So this stock went from 3,800 to 3,100 in a flash. So this is what happens. So is this part clear? How do you spot an inverted hammer? This is always formed in an uptrend where you will have a longer upper wick. It will look like it will look like a hammer, an inverted hammer, and once the low is broken and there is a confirmation candle that you have in the next candle, like once you have a next candle as a confirmation candle, you can see the downtrend and keeping the high of the previous the hammer as the stop loss and can ride it. Is this clear, guys? Is hammer, inverted hammer, hanging man clear? Everybody? Okay. So I'll just so this is where our first part gets over actually. Yeah. So before moving ahead, I'll just revise. I'll revise in a way that we have perfect. So you have one candlestick pattern, a single candlestick pattern. One is doji, other is hammer. Hammer have multiple different variations. Hammer made in a downtrend is called as a hammer. Hammer made in an uptrend is known as a hanging man. Inverted hammer is always made in an uptrend. It is known as a shooting star as well, which will have a long upper wick and you'll have a long upper wick and smaller lower wick, and based on which side is broken, like if the downside is broken, the lower lever is broken on inverted hammer, your up high of the inverted hammer is your high of your inverted hammer is your stop loss, and that's how people ride the trend. Okay, guys. So see, we have about 12 minutes. So what we'll do is next part that we have is two candlestick pattern. In this two candlestick pattern, we will have multiple variations. So I'm not starting ahead with that. Ritesh, actually, I was on leave yesterday, so that is why I could not put the recommendation. From today, it will be resuming. You'll see recommendations coming here. In case there is no recommendation Telegram channel, you can go to One Click Derivative on the web page and do look at our recommendation. So, viewers, there's one click, or one more one candlestick pattern that is on the marubozu that I have not covered. But a marubozu candle is nothing but which will look like this. Just give me a moment. I'm using this slide as an example. So I'll just use a pen. A Marubozu candle is a candle which will not have a wick. Basically, if it is a green candle, so for a green candle, this will be a open price and this will be a close price. Marubozu, your open is low price and open price are same. Your close price and your high price are same, where you do not have a wick. And in similar case, we'll have a red Marubozu as well. In a red Marubozu candle, again, your open price will be your high price and your close price will be your low price. So candles which do not have wicks or shadows are known as Marubozu candle, where open low is same for your green candle and high and close is same for your green candle. Open high and open and low and close is same for your red candle. So there is one more. This is just one thing which usually happens in stocks which open and close at circuits. So it's very rare that you can find it in Nifty or something because like I have not seen that myself till date. But yeah, so this is one extra which I've the candle which I've missed to put it in my presentation. So Marubozu is one candle that where there's one more part of a one candlestick pattern where we have a green and a red Marubozu. So what we'll do, we have 10 minutes. Let's see whether we can spot something that we have studied. So we'll try to spot a doji. We'll try to spot a gravestone doji or any kind of doji or a hammer, inverted hammer in Nifty. Okay, so this is the exercise that we'll do right now. Okay. for next 10 minutes, and it'll be better if you guys help me out with that. Works? Is my clean screen visible? Significance, sir, see what happens now. Significance is, see this candle, marubozu. Usually in Nifty, you will never have a identical marubozu, but see, marubozu is something which indicates strength. Marubozu is something which will indicate weakness. See, open is almost high, and see the weakness here, and see the strength in this candle. That's how this is the significance of marubozu. Rashmikant, Ashani, there is a typo error in Telegram once or twice, not more than that, which happened with Bank of Baroda and Bandhan Bank thing, which we did recently. So that is one or two typos that we have seen. So you can just ignore that. Okay. So what we'll do is, abhi ka, like we'll go back in time. Let's go post-COVID era. Let's go to 2014 era and see whether we are seeing something. See, I think I spotted a hammer here because I saw a downtrend. I saw a downtrend. People would say this also would qualify as a hammer, but here the condition is not met because the wick size is almost identical to the body size. So this does not qualify as a hammer. But can I say this would qualify as a hammer because in terms of the lower wick, the upper wick is very minuscule, and there was a huge downtrend, and there was a hammer. We had a confirmation, and we saw a up move. Can we consider this as a hammer, a bullish hammer? It's there. Yes, no, yes, no. कुछ तो बता दो. We'll see that, Ankur. We'll see that for sure. We'll see that because today's candle we still have 1.5 hours to go, like 2.5 hours to go. So this is one of the examples. I'll just see a small trend as well. I'll just focus on this small trend. Okay, this small trend. But the condition was never satisfied here. If you see, this is also a hammer, a chota time frame. If you see, but in this time, in this small time frame as well, can I say this would qualify as a hammer? Because uptrend there was chota downtrend, not significant downtrend, but it went down from 6200 to almost what 5700. That is 500 point. That is 500 point in a 6200 is a big number in terms of percentages. Hammer again confirmation, we went up, right? So this is an interesting setup here. Next wala. Okay. Can we say uptrend here? This would be a uptrend. There is a hanging man here made. Next is a indecision gravestone doji. Got thoda sa downtrend, but again stop loss would have been taken and we moved ahead. This is a gravestone doji or an inverted hammer, whatever you call it. I would call it a hammer, inverted hammer only. Sorry, not a gravestone doji. Sorry. Because size is almost double, and from there we went down. Again, here the multiple stuff. Well, this would have been one of the horrible trading sessions because every candle is suggesting a inverted hammer. So this would have been a terrible day. I think this this is a very terrible time for traders for sure. This December 2000, I don't know which year this is. This is okay. Let me just see few more. Like just let's just scan. See, there's a nice hammer, inverted hammer made here. A massive uptrend, a perfect inverted hammer confirmation. We got a confirmation here, and from there, downturn, hammer, confirmation, upside again, doji, a doji, a red candle, confirmation, again a downtrend, a hammer, confirmation, almost a confirm because low was not broken, and an uptrend. Do you see the beauty of this trend here? We saw multiple trends only from hammer and doji, hammer and doji. Viewers with me? Uh, Tirthankar Giri sir, our Telegram channel is not purely for options. We post multiple. We post stocks for momentum equity. We post for investment purpose as well, for 3 month positional as well, for 1 year stocks from 6 to 12 month horizon as well. So this is what we have in today's session. So I wanted to complete just for your reference. One candlestick pattern is over in our portion. So you guys can you can go back, refer handholding session number 10, handholding session number 11. And these two sessions are, these two sessions we have covered complete one candlestick pattern. Next session would be of 2 hours where we'll be completing two candlestick pattern, another three candlestick pattern, and then we'll come to multiple candlestick pattern and how to draw support and resistance using price action in the market. So I think somebody was asking about swing trading and all those stuff. So that would be 3 sessions from now. So you want to understand the swing, how do people take trades based on swing levels, higher upper swing level or lower swing level. We'll come there in 3 sessions, but this is the content for coming sessions. So next session is two candlestick pattern, and I'll just highlight what would be there in that. Just a what do you call, preview to our coming session. Just give me a moment. So in this PPT, we have, so two candlestick pattern. We'll have bullish harami pattern. We'll cover bullish harami pattern. We'll cover bearish harami pattern. We'll cover engulfing pattern, bullish and bearish engulfing pattern, and we'll cover the piercing, bullish piercing, and bearish piercing pattern. Okay, so that is the content for what do you call next handholding session. Hope you guys liked this session. If you have, please drop a like in this session. That is what we need. So if you have liked our efforts and what we've been doing, please drop a like. That would be our part. So see you guys next Tuesday for a 2 hour session, handholding session number 12, and that would be on two candlestick pattern. These PPTs will be available, Rafpreet Singh, but these PPTs would be available only for our ICICI Direct customer in the logged in session. But we'll see. We'll just let you guys know. So for now, that's it from my end. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Tejas. Thank you so much, everybody. So see you guys next Tuesday. Thank you.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the bell icon to never miss an update from ICICI Direct.